Hello everyone, LJ Young for Dead Ain't My Daddy. Today's video, job, just over broke. Now I remember hearing that a lot throughout my career. Job is just over broke and blah blah. But nobody really ever explained it to me what that really means, right? And so I would tend to get you come up with your own definition of it, right? You start. I was thinking like. Maybe they're talking about people that don't make a lot of money. Maybe they're talking about people that are not in the six digits. Maybe they're talking about people at 200, $300,000. Who knows? You just come up with this theory, right? But they couldn't be talking about me because I made really, really good money. And that couldn't have been further from the truth. So today, I'm going to actually give you the full definition and understanding of it by making you feel what I'm telling you. Before I go into helping you understand the true meaning of J.O.B, just over broke, I want to say a couple of things beforehand. First, the truth cannot be told. It must be realized. Try to remember that. I don't expect you to understand what it means right now, but just remember that. Second, never mix your feelings with your money, ever. Don't ever do that. One has nothing to do with the other. So, as I'm telling you what J.O.B really means, and you start, if there's a feeling of like a negative feeling, like who is he? That's not true. It can't be, these are feelings. All right. Math and feelings have nothing to do with each other. If that happens, this is what I want you to do. Let the feeling come out. Reflect it however way you want to reflect it at me. All right. Let it go. But then after you're done, I want you to stop and look at the math. If the math is right, continue to listen to me. And I want you to say, I don't like what he's saying. I don't, he's ugly, whatever you want to come up. But if you look back at the math and the math is right, please continue to listen. What a job. And the only reason why I can help you guys see this and tell you about this because I am financially free. I have no debt. It's the only reason why I can see what I'm about to tell you. And a lot of you probably won't even believe it. That's how powerful it is. All right. A job it actually masks your debt. It masks it. It makes you feel like you're doing something, but you're totally ignoring the signs of paycheck to paycheck, right? You're seeing that you're living paycheck to paycheck, so you think you're okay, but you tend to believe that that's normal, right? And I get it. I was there. Right? Now I'm gonna tell you in a different way so you can feel what I'm talking about. Imagine you're on a boat out at sea in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean somewhere, right? And you're on this small boat. Now change the water to debt. Now the whole sea is debt and you're on this little boat, right? And this boat represents your job. Now you're floating. It's rough water. You just believe that this is all belief. You're just floating. I mean, it's real if you add up the math. You're floating. It's rough seas, right? Here's where J.O.B keeps you afloat. Just over broke. If you sink into the debt, you're broke. That's where it comes from. Just over broke. You're floating right here. You're looking down. Shiitake mushrooms. I've always wanted to say that. Okay, you're floating. One job loss. Your boat's gone. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just over broke. Now you're probably wondering, Linnell, then what's keeping me here in the same place year after year? And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be so upset. It's so obvious. You're going to say, shiitake mushrooms. You're going to be mad at yourself. Okay, you ready? I'm going to tell you what's keeping you there. Do you have a finance cell phone? Yeah? That's what's keeping you there. Is your furniture financed? Yeah? That's what's keeping you there. Yeah, right there. You have a bunch of credit cards that you pay on a monthly, you pay the monthly whatever payment. That's what's keeping you there. Did you finance that game console, that new one? That new one's coming out? Yeah? That's what's keeping you there. It still don't make sense? Finance charges are like the holes in your bank account. That's where your money's leaking. All those, anything you pay finance charges on, imagine those being holes in your bank account. It never stops. Drip, 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 drip. And then you look in your bank account, you be like, where's my money? That's where it's at. Now it's time for the answer. How to change all that. You want to know? You ready? It's going to make you say, shiitake mushrooms. Because it's in plain sight. You're going to be mad. You ready? Do the opposite of the majority. The 100% opposite. I'm going to give you some hints, some obvious hints, and you can just Google this. $1 trillion in student loan debt. Pay your student loan off and get out of that mess. Boom. That's number one. That's the biggest. Everybody always talks about it. Everybody. Pay yours off and jump out of that mess. That's it. Here's another one. $1 trillion in car loan debt. Never finance a car, ever. That's it. Do the opposite of the majority. The numbers show you what the majority are doing. Do the opposite of that. It's that simple. Trillions of dollars in credit card debt. Don't use credit cards. Ever. Well, there's certain situations after you get out of debt, but if you've been in debt all your life, I'm not even going to tell you because you'll never understand, nor would you even believe me. Yet, the math is always right. That's what I want you guys to feel this. Feel this, okay? Feel this. And I'm going to give you one real quick. I'm going to give you one that if you take the time to see it, you'll realize it. Now, I always see people struggle over FHA. Should I get an FHA loan? Should I get this kind of loan? Okay, this is, I'm going to eliminate everything for you. And all you got to do is believe it. Take the time to see it and then believe it. You walk into the bank. You ask the bank, hey, bank, what is your best type prime rate mortgage you have to offer that you offer the richest person that will come into this bank that want a mortgage? I want that one. The bank is going to give you a set of requirements. It's going to say, here, you got to meet all these requirements in order if you want this loan, right? Now, this is where the majority of people stop and say, you know what? I don't meet those requirements. What else do you have? And the bank says, now, mind you, whatever I'm saying here, I'm not degrading the bank at all. They're in the business of making money. That is their job, period. The way I feel about it is totally irrelevant, right? So anyway, you say, I don't meet those requirements. Bank, what else do you have for me? The bank's going to say, oh, this person doesn't understand. They're not going to tell you this, okay? This person does not understand that they cannot afford a house. If they don't even meet these requirements, they can't afford the house. So we're going to switch them over to what? An subprime FHA mortgage for people that do not believe that they should not be buying a house. That's totally irrelevant to the bank. Whatever, if you don't believe it, that's your problem. They're not in the business of teaching you about money and understanding math. Their business is to make money. Get out of this bank hating stuff. That's totally bull crap. Stop. Learn from them. Anyway, it's not up to them to teach you. So you step over to FHA. Here you go. Now you couldn't do it here, but you're able to buy the home there? Does that even make logical sense to me? It doesn't make mathematical sense. So this is what you do. Before you make this major, probably one of the largest purchases most people will ever make in their life, before you do that, you say, hey, bank, drop the papers on a conventional mortgage, your top prime conventional, and drop the papers on an FHA mortgage, same 30-year term, right? Take these papers, because you don't understand all this crap. Take them to somebody, a lawyer that's a professional. It's worth every penny. They're worth every penny because they're going to save you hundreds of thousands. Hey, person, lawyer, compare these two. Show me, and return with your unbiased opinion about it. They're going to return it. And then you're going to see the numbers difference. And if you still accept an FHA mortgage after physically seeing the numbers, go right ahead. I guarantee you, even if you go ahead and decide to do that, later on down the line, you're not going to forget what I showed you here. You're not going to forget what I told you to do. If you actually went out and did it, you're not going to forget. And then the more years you're into this FHA mortgage loan house, you're going to be like, shiitake mushrooms. I'm just trying to help you feel what I see. Thank you for watching.